back, everybody, with Truth on Air. I'm your host again. I'm Brenda Smith. And today in studio we have a wonderful and powerful young man of God. His name is no other than Minister Chris Harris. So, how you doing today, Minister? I just want you to introduce yourself. I would love to do it, but you do it best to introduce yourself to the people out there.
How you doing?
Thank
First of
you.
all, I want to say it's an honor and a privilege to be here before you to get a chance to talk and shed a little bit of my life story. Just a little bit for the first half. My name is Chris Harris. I belong to a church called Nehemiah Walls.
Okay.
It's in St. Paul. St. Paul. I was born in Chicago.
All right.
In the streets of Chicago. I'm on the south side of Chicago. My mother is Josephine Harris. I got a sister. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy growing up in Chicago due to the violence of the streets of Chicago whole.
Yes.
So with that came a lot of drama in my life that I let myself get involved in.
Yes. What's the name of your pastor for your church that you just mentioned?
Her name is Alethea Curtis.
Okay. What time?
No, Cheney. I'm sorry, she just got married, so it's Cheney now.
Oh, her name changed. Okay.
Yeah.
So what time do your service start? Just for the audience
Starts
out
at
there.
10 o'clock.
Oh, okay. Well, I just want to say it's an honor to have you here again.
Thank
and
you.
as I read your story, like you came from the street of Chicago, and I did my research, and I couldn't believe that a young guy like you would leave from that place in your life and be who you are today. Like, I learned that 92% of young men right now in Chicago don't have a job. They are unemployed. And I was like, wow, what a high number. And then I did my research again. I found out that 500 homicide among black men every year, just 2013. So just listening to your story and just doing my research, it was just it just messed with my head a little to see that you came from that story. You came from that ghetto. You came from that, and I just want you to tell our people out there what's the difference between you and a young black man sitting in Chicago right now that went through all that struggle, and now today you're a minister. I just want you to tell more about your story to our audience.
Well, like I was saying, I started out, come from a good family, first of all. I seen my mother and father work on a consistent basis from check to check. But although I don't go to school or out to play, I seen the other guys in the neighborhood that was hanging out that had money.
Wow.
Nice cars, nice women, like just having the fun things of life, the good things of life. So I decided I want that. And sometimes a lot of young black men choose the same path.
Yes.
You know, so you might try to get a job, and then when you see the check, and you be like, "What is this?" I see him making $400 or $500 a day, and I'm making $200 in 2 weeks, and it doesn't weigh out. Especially when you have your mindset of the things of today that they have, the Michael Jordan gym shoes and the Coogee this and the name brand this and the name brand that, the designer stuff. So therefore, we want instant gratification. So we choose to make wrong decisions to get the things that we want.
Yes.
Or to take care of family or whatever it may be. You might have a man that's in the home and he can't provide for his kid. So if he can't get a job and he can't eat, can't support his kid, what he's gonna do? Is he gonna starve or he gonna make something happen?
Oh wow. So wow. That's very interesting. So you try to say based on where you were brought up and the situation in that neighborhood make a lot of young black men, a lot of men to do what they're doing back in Chicago? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
And getting involved in gangs is another big thing in Chicago.
Yes.
Because either they're going to be with this gang to survive or you're going to be against us. So a lot of times you have a lot of drug territory where gangs fight over territories to sell drugs to make money. So therefore, that's when it comes with a lot of corruption comes on when they start doing the innocent, senseless killings
Yes.
over drug territory.
Wow. A lot of women and kids lost their life for that. But then a lot of young men, I got a lot of friends from Chicago too, and they always say, Brenda, the police make us to be this way, the society make us to be this way. Today, America, the slavery make us to be this way. They look at us and judge us for the color of our skin. They look at us and just fear and just the way we look, just because we wear a hoodie, or just because we put on a how you call that thing, a bandana. Just because we do that, society judge us. So society is the one that make us who we are today. Is that a truth saying to that?
I mean, it has its true and it don't. Okay. Because at the end of the day, we make our own decisions.
Yes.
Okay, so if I choose to wear that bandana, then or my hat turned and cocked to the side, I have to be allowed to be able to say what's coming with that. You know, so a lot of times the police do be enemies in our neighborhoods because that's just how it's like how it is. You know, they do their job, but at the same time, it's corruption with the police department too.
Yes.
So they'll judge you. You could be coming from school and be not even in a drug or a gang, you know, and have on some saggy pants or a white T-shirt and coming out right from the police.
They just judge you. Okay.
You know, they want to judge you by your outer appearance. So.
Wow. That's a tough thing, and young men like you will bring a change to that. Sometimes you think in your life that you don't really make a change, but people that your young friends that in Chicago, like you said, you used to be on the street, you used to be a gangster. I just want you to like give a little word of encouragement to them, like when they see themselves in that type of situation, it's just a way out. Like some of them feel there's no way out. And a lot of our superstars like Michael Jordan, and you need them. They all was from the hood, they all from the ghetto, and today they're who they are. So I just want you to give a little advice to them, like what message will you tell them, like how can they recover from that? If you can do it, I guess they can do it. So I just want you to send a message out there that gang and violence is not good. At the end of the day, women and children suffer, and I did my research. Every time they're doing this shooting and this killing, the innocent people suffer. Just the other day, I think a little baby in Chicago lost her life. Not even in Chicago, in Minnesota, all over the world, especially with our black men. I think you guys should set an example for us, the black women. And I know you guys have a lot of potential in them. So I just want you to give a little advice to a young man sitting there and just feel that violence is the only way, and selling drugs is the only way. I just want you to...
I'm gonna emphasize on that. I look from both. I can relate to both sides, and I've been on both sides.
Okay.
At one time, I thought that was the way also.
Oh wow.
You know, I sold drugs. I was a gangster, and that kept me safe. It made me get where I wanted to get to. I didn't think it was a way out. I didn't know how to get out. Sometimes we want to get out, but don't know how to get out. So today, by the grace of God, I've gotten out. You know, they had a thing on me. I wasn't gonna make it past 16 years old. I mean, that's how it is on our black young men in Chicago. Some don't make it past 16 or 18 or 21. It's already set. You're gonna be dead by one of these times.
Wow.
But by the grace of God, I'm still here because God had a purpose in my life that I didn't even know myself. So I thank God for my praying grandparents.
Oh wow.
Because they prayed me through. So therefore, it is a way out. I had to first realize in myself that it wasn't about no money, it wasn't about the cars, it wasn't about the women. And they started making a change because I have sons.
Oh.
So if I keep the cycle going, it's gonna keep going.
Thank you. It has to be broken, yeah.
It has to be broken somewhere.
Yeah.
And we call them generational curses. So I had to make a decision, okay, I've been there, done that, what can I do now?
Amen.
So now I'm taking time and believing and trusting God. Now, things be slow and tight sometimes, but I continue to trust God. No matter what happens that comes in my life today, I'm going to try to remember to trust God first.
I like that. So our young black brothers out there, whatever color, whatever nationality you are, like I said, my show is called Truth on Air. I reach into everybody, any community, African American community, Liberian community, you just name it, the white community, anybody. So violence is not the answer, like he said. Like if God can change Minister Chris from a gangster to what he is, God can do the same for you. So don't think violence is the answer. It's not, and you can get your way out. And brother, I just want to tell you thank you for that. You really have the brave mind and the courage to come on the show to say a lot of people won't be brave to come and say the past and the story. So I just want to thank you for that. So, and one other question I want to get into. Now we're done with the gangster life a little bit, and now we're coming to the God business. And I was interested in when I read your story. You said you dedicated your life to God like 7 years ago. I just want to see. I want you to explain a little bit about that. What's the changes and what are the challenges now to be as a pastor, and in your life story back then you was a gangster? Like, what's the difference? How do you handle that?
Okay, well, first, I'm not a pastor yet.
Okay, sorry.
I received that.
Amen,
Amen, in Jesus' name.
Minister, yeah.
Right, it was a struggle. It's still a struggle. I mean, because I'm still young.
Yes.
I'm used to doing certain things how I want to do it. You know, and I have to realize it's not about me, it's about God today. So I'm going to let God do what he's going to do with me and let him be my judge, let him be my guide.
Amen.
Sometimes I still want to do things, like I say, I know I shouldn't do. I want to go to the club sometime. I want to hang out with my buddies sometime. Because it's because I don't do the things that I used to do no more. I don't want them to think I'm better than them. Because I'm not. I'm nobody trying to tell everybody about somebody that could save anybody. And that's Jesus.
Amen.
You know, so I have to lead by example. So I let them see that I can still hang out with you sometime. I don't have to smoke as you smoking.
Yes.
I don't drink as you drinking.
Oh. Wow.
You know, so I still try to let my light shine before men. The Bible says, with love and kindness have I drawn all men. So today I just try to have the love in my heart that Jesus had. To draw my buddies to come do what I do.
Thank you.
So I go do what they used to do, or what they still doing, what I used to do.
Wow. I like that. This is just a confirmation. I just met a young lady today. She told me the same thing. Don't let your past pretty much define who you are, but then yes, still you should set an example high. Your story should be high, that people will see it and like, okay, she's right here. She's not going down. She's in the middle and she can shoot for the top. And I just want to tell her thank you for that. I love that, brother, that we shouldn't limit ourselves from our friends, that because they go to club and we feel like we're changing nowadays. We don't want to hang out with them, or we don't want to do the things they do. We can still do the things they do and encourage them to come to Christ. We should say hang out with them. We say invite them into God's presence, invite them to church, and they will see our lifestyle and they can follow us. So I really admire that about you. So the next question. So what are you doing in your African American community, in our community, any community, to set an example? Do you have any foundation for young men or young women? What do you have anything for Africa or whatever? Actually,
it's a few that I want to do. I'm gonna talk about our culture first, my culture first.
Okay.
I take time and I go to different jails to talk to the young kids about the gangs and about the drugs and about that lifestyle. Because a lot of time it's not all about just the drugs and the gangs. It's the lifestyle. The lifestyle become more addictive than certain drugs do, or being a drug addict.
Wow.
You know, I was once hooked on the lifestyle. So, and I mean by the lifestyle, I mean having the finer things of life. I had to be in the freshest clothes that come out, the freshest newest shoes that come out, the nicest car that come out, but yet I was still empty. I was spiritually bankrupt. I was still missing something.
Wow.
With money in my pocket, with the finest girl on my side, with the prettiest car I'm driving, but I was yet still empty.
Wow.
I was still missing something. That was Jesus. I was still empty. So now, I still like nice things, but not have my priorities in order. It don't matter if I have a suit on Sunday. Because I used to dress up, and like I said, inside was corrupt. So I don't want to dress a certain way, had the person looking at me a certain way, or I think I'm better than you, because I'm not. So I'll hug you where you at, meet you where you at, the same way Jesus did, meet you where you at on the road of your life.
Meet you halfway, yes.
So don't judge me, I'm not going to judge you.
I like that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and I like what you said, don't judge me. Nowadays, our society put us in this box, especially young people. I said to our pastor earlier, doing the interview with him, that the churches nowadays make young people to run away, and we come into these churches, they judge us, the society judge us, they put a label on young men, and especially our black men. Black men, they do have a lot of talent, you know, we do have a lot of great black men, and we got a long list of them. We shouldn't even go there today because then we'll run out of tip. So we got a long list of black young men, but society just put that, what the word, stigma on them, that they just a certain way. It's not truth. And like Minister Chris said, if he can make a difference, you can make a difference. You don't have to wear the the newest clothes and the newest shoes and everything. You're gonna still be empty if you don't know Christ. So
Amen.
yes, to be honest, I think I should give you a chance to just explain your life a little bit more. I think your story is so touching. There'll be a part 2 to the story about him, but I want him to go and explain his life. I think I cut you off a little bit, but I just want you to tell me more about your life story again. Yeah, so just go ahead and explain it a little bit more.
I mean, I got involved in drugs and gangs at a young age. You know, so like I said, to hang around, have that false image of being this tough guy, or having guys behind me that's tough. You know, so it's a false image that the enemy set for our young people to get caught up in. So his mission is to kill, steal, and destroy. He don't care how you do it. If he can kill you or steal your mind, your joy, your peace, he got you.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what he came to do, kill, steal, and destroy.
Yes.
So I started selling drugs to get some money, to take care of what I need to take care of, but not knowing all the time I'm still killing my people.
Wow.
I might not sell to a pregnant girl or an older person or my sister or my brother, but yet and still I sell to my neighbor. He's still my brother or my mother too. From a different mother, or a different brother from a different mother. Because he's still who I am. So a lot of times we use the enemy have us distorted thinking, oh, I'm a gangster. Then when I came into Christ, somebody told me we was made in the image of Christ.
Yes.
So I think about it. If I made the image of Christ, he wasn't no gangster. He wasn't no drug dealer. That's not who I am. That's what I do. So when I started realizing that, it gave me some hope.
I like that hope.
It gave me hope.
Yes.
That, wait a minute, something is not right here. You know, so in the process, I made the conscious decision to stop making a change because it wasn't feeling comfortable with me anymore. It wasn't fun no more. You know, so now I go to school to be a drug counselor.
Oh, wow.
From a drug dealer to a drug counselor.
Amen.
From a gangster to God's disciple.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Go ahead. I shouldn't cut you off. Sorry about that. Yeah, wow. It's just touching. I just admire you so much. You've been coming to our church, Dominion Praise, lately.
It's an honor.
Yeah, it's an honor to have you in our church. Like, you making a difference in that ministry, and I say God bless you for that. So just go ahead and explain yourself what you were saying.
Right. I mean, I want to emphasize a little bit also about you asked what I want to do as far as the Liberian community.
Yes.
I heard the stories. Me and prophetess Ebony, I should have set a crusade up. I heard them talking about how the young kids over there, mothers and fathers would sell their kids, the girls' bodies to give money for them to go to college.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to set up some kind of program or some kind of foundation where I'm going to take my own money. I'm not going to look for nobody to give me some money, but my goal is to send 100 kids to school.
In Africa.
In Africa.
In Liberia.
In Liberia.
Oh, wow.
You know, so I wanna get a chance to go over here and walk in and talk and see these kids and shake their hands, and also visit the motherland. You know, so we get caught up in these, you know, saying from here to there, but the enemy wants us to stay divided. He wanted us to stay divided within race, sex, religion, gangs, drugs.
And we all want.
And we all are one. You know, so I'm excited about doing this crusade to go over here and
when are you guys going?
we're working on that right now, so that'll be a part 2.
Wow.
So look out, we'll be coming to Liberia.
Yeah, we'll be coming to Liberia. Thank you. I'm so touched because I was one of those young girls coming from Liberia, and it's such an honor to hear you say that you're going to Liberia to do that. I was just there 2 months ago, and you're right. That's exactly what is happening in our community back in Africa. People, the poverty rate is high. Our government, most of our government is corrupt. They're just about themselves, not for our children, not for our young girls, not for our mothers. You see a lot of worse things. And I will be on that trip with you guys, and I will be there, and I will introduce my country to you. It's a nice country, but a lot of corruption. And our kids, our young girls, they have to sleep with men just to pay their college tuition. They got to do a lot of things that is not God, of God. So it's such an honor and a blessing to have a young man like you to say that you're going to do something like that. And I bless God for you. You say your own money, your own things, people, you support him. Black African-American community support your brother on this trip. Everywhere, the Liberian community, everywhere support Brother Chris on this trip. God will bless you for that.
Amen.
I just want to tell you thank you for that. So, like I said earlier, my show is called Truth on Air. Is there any truth? I know there's a part 2 to your story, but there's any truth that you would like for the TV land to hear about you today, your family and friends that are watching?
Well, everything I said has been the truth. I only know how to be truthful and be real today. I don't put on a mask to be this way this day to tomorrow. I'm going to be the same way today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'm going to smile today and tomorrow, but I just want to encourage anybody that's out there, before they make a wrong decision to pick up a gun or pick up some drugs for a fast instant gratification to get some money, there is a way out.
Thank you.
There is hope. Trust God. Don't trust in money. Don't trust in that gun. Don't trust in anything except God, and God will bring you through.
Oh.
I'm a living example from that. I'm trusting God today.
A living testimony. So people, you'll hear it with Minister Chris, that hope for young black men, hope for everybody is coming out there for you guys. You don't give up in life. Violence is not the answer.
No.
So black men, you guys should set an example for your mother, for your friend, for your family. You guys should set an example to society. Society have you guys in a box. They look at you guys as a statistic. There will be no more statistic again. Starting from 2014, we're going on a higher level. We're coming in all community. We're going to make a difference. There will be no more statistic on the black race, on anybody. We should move that from our name. Like me, I used to be out there having fun, but I refuse. Like a lady I met today told me, I refuse to be in that statistic. I refuse to be defined as my past.
Amen.
Now I'm a new Brenda. The old me has passed away. So there we go. There you have it, Brother Chris. I say it's an honor. You see him. He was an old gangster or whatever in Chicago, and now God can change him, brother and sister. If God can change his brother, God can change you. If God can change somebody from the street, you guys know about gangster. When I say gangster, he was. We don't even want to go into part 2, but you will see it. Just watch out for the part 2. If God can change a gangster, God can do it for you. So black men, watch out for us. See you soon. Truth on Air with Brenda Smith. Minister, I say it's an honor to have you here. So thank you, and we'll have a part 2 to this story. Watch out for us. See you later.
Thank you.